Well, hello again, all the boys and girls out there in YouTube land watching. Georgia Beer Reviews back at you today with another one. And what I'm looking at is from Ozark Beer Company. They are out of Rogers, Arkansas. This is the BDCS 2020 version. BDCS stands for Bourbon Double Cream Stout. This can is courtesy of Mr. Shane Fudge. Thank you so much for all the awesome beers. We got to meet up recently, had a great time. Drank some really good beer together. Some more reviews, um, some duo reviews that we did to be posted soon. So definitely be on the lookout for those. I did try the BDCS 2021, or maybe it was the 2019. Anyway, I did a review with Shane Fudge of another year of the BDCS. So definitely go check that review out. So the 2020. Looking at a year age, I don't see a specific date on here as far as the canning is concerned, but it's at least, I mean, it's a year old. So, all right, let's get into it. Pretty simple label, just the black label, Ozark Beer Company, BDCS, and nothing. So, usually the simpler the label, the better the beer, especially when it comes to this stuff here. All the time and effort went to what's in the can, not on the outside of the can. All right, let's crack into it. See what we're working with here. If heaven had an aroma, that would be it right there, folks. So a little viscosity to this one, for sure, with the pour. All right, nice head on this. And you're talking a high ABV barrel-aged stout. 11%, I believe. I don't even see the ABV disclosed on here. I'll post it in the description below. It's not actually even listed on this particular can. I'm pretty sure it's 11% though. I can't believe it's not on here. It's not though. Huh. Strange. But it's 11%. If I remember correctly, I'll double check and post it in the description below, but wonder why it's not on there. I think it was on the other can that we had, the one that I reviewed with Shane Fudge. Pretty sure that the alcohol was listed on there, but it's not on this label. Yeah. All right, nice head retention for a strong ABV beer. Bourbon barrel aged imperial stout. Jet black, definitely poured with a viscosity to it. I wouldn't say quite along the lines of motor oil, but getting there. So with the aroma, you're definitely getting dark chocolate. You're getting that barrel presence right up front. A little bit of a dark fruit note. Of course, you're getting the dark chocolate. It's almost like a Raisinets type thing, like chocolate covered raisins or dates. A little bit of a cherry, like a tart cherry note I'm picking up with this as well. Of course, you're getting the roasted malt, maybe a little bit of coffee from just the roasted barley malt. There's no coffee added to this, but there's a little bit of an astringency from that roasted malt. So dark fruit, dark chocolate, a little bit of a tart cherry note, dark toasted bread, and bourbon, oak, vanilla, caramel, toffee. It smells absolutely incredible. So without further ado, let's get to this brew. Cheers. Mm. The bourbon barrel presence is right there up front. Vanilla, oak. Then you get some dark chocolate, dark toasted bread, a little bit of that chocolate covered date or raisin note coming through, a little bit of that cherry. Not super tart, but there is a little bit of cherry in there. I'm picking up on cherry. It's got a creamy mouthfeel, super smooth, silky, just it's decadent. It's full bodied, but it's not super heavy, especially to be such an high alcohol barrel aged beer. It just drinks so smooth. You could guzzle it down if you wanted to. Of course, I wouldn't recommend that, but it is just such a smooth, easy drinking beer. This one, I'm not getting any warming going down. It's quite deceiving in that manner because it doesn't have that alcohol burn that a high bourbon barrel aged stout normally would have. It's incredible. I just had the Materfamilias 2020. That one was a little bit more complex. It had that sweet yellow tobacco, a little bit more complexity from the barrels because you're getting the, 4 different barrels that it was aged in. This is just a straight bourbon barrel aged stout. It does have a little bit more going for it in the mouthfeel department, though, with that creaminess. Wasn't getting that with the Materfamilias. Although overall, I think the Materfamilias just being a little bit more complex, a little bit better in general. But this one it's world class. I'm gonna I'm gonna give it a 98. I gave the Materfamilias a 99 just now or recently. That one was slightly better, but it's still world class. It just doesn't have quite the level of complexity that the Materfamilias has, but you're getting all of the great bourbon notes. You're getting that creamy mouthfeel, silky smooth all the way through, guzzable for such a high alcohol beer, but it's so complex and so delightful you would never want to do that. The dark fruit, that little bit of a tart cherry note, um, the dried fruits, the roasty, toasty, bready malt character. I mean, this is just an absolute dynamite, dynamite beer. I could be lowballing it with 98. I mean, if you gave this a 99 or 100, I wouldn't argue with you for sure. It's definitely up there. It's just I gotta be. I mean, I can't give everything 100, right? All of these beers that I've had in the last few days, they're right up there with the best of the best of the best of the best. So anyway, 98 out of 100 for the Ozark Beer Company BDCS 2020. Thanks so much again to Mr. Shane Fudge for providing me with this can. I'm blown away by how awesome these beers are. So if you are able to find this beer, you should definitely check it out. You can't go wrong. It's world class. So that'll do it for this beer review, folks. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. Until next time, cheers, everybody.